about Future and one of his baby mamas, his most recent, or, you know, if you believe the rumors, there's another one after her. But Eliza Reign was a baby mama's of his that was giving him grief because he didn't want to admit that the child was his. He kept on saying she was ugly. You know, he would have never slept with her. He didn't have no babies. But she's been very vocal from the very beginning that once she told him that she was having this baby, that he was threatening to kill her and they were trying to scare her. He would send his people to say different things to her. And she never kind of backed off. She decided that she was going to get child support from him because he was not trying to, I mean, you guys already know the history of Future. He doesn't have like the best record when it comes to those things with any of his baby mothers. I don't know why she thought her situation was going to be any different than any of the other women that he's been involved with, but she fell trapped to the rapper D. That Future must have some bomb ass, I'm talking about bomb ass ding, for the way that these women throw themselves and fall all over themselves to have sex with him and get pregnant when they already know that he is somewhat of a deadbeat. Okay, they already know. And you still get involved with him. It got to be this most fire, fantastic, way out ding child that you've ever seen or experienced in your life. But anyway, you know, she had to fight for him to take the DNA test. And I guess he finally took the DNA test, and it was determined that it was his child. Now we have to move on to child support since the nigga don't want to do right. It came out that she was asking for somewhere near $55,000 a month because she wants her child to have the same lifestyle that Future's other children would have, you know, if the child lived with him. So she supposedly was asking for $55,000. She has now come out and says that is never a number that she came up with, that the courts had come up with that depending on Future's income. So that is how that number came about. But she was always asking for some type of child support. I don't know what the amount was. The child support courts eventually settled on somewhere around $3,000 a month. That's gonna have to do for now. In between all of this shit happening with the courts and child support and the money and Future and him talking bad about, you know, they've just had a really bad relationship, or not even a relationship. He's just never really seen it for her. And she's always just had her foot on his neck. Like she was just not letting that shit go. Well, Summer Walker, what is the word that she said that she was, where she just doesn't like to be in the spotlight and everything? Well, she decided to speak on Eliza's situation and was like, you know, saying that she felt sorry for Future because it was ridiculous that women go and get pregnant by somebody and then be asking for all of this crazy amount of money and all of this. And so she spoke on the situation with Eliza. Now, it was clear that maybe Summer don't know all of the situation that's going on with Future and Eliza. She was just speaking on that one particular thing. But the whole thing is, why are you speaking on it at all? I told you guys that the girl wasn't even the one that asked for the $55,000, that amount was set for her. And, you know, sometimes, like I always tell you guys, when you guys are in the same, even though they're not in the same medium, Summer Walker is a singer, Eliza Reign is an Instagram, you know, I guess an Instagram model, or, you know, whatever. But, you know, Summer is in the same entertainment industry as Future, and it's just like, sometimes it's good to just not speak on the things that people in your, you know, your peers are doing, because you start to look like a hater. You start to be looking like you just minding other people's fucking business when you should just really be minding your own business that pays you. On top of that, it brings more attention to what you doing and the fact that you are with somebody who has his own child support and child visitation issues with their own baby mama. So, you know, you speaking on some shit, you know, of course, Eliza had a problem with that. I just kind of wish that Summer would just make her music and not be involved in that, because it's clear that Future is an asshole. Everybody can't be wrong when it comes to describing Future. And we've seen him like in action himself and saying and doing the things that he says and does. Like, he's a jerk. Okay. So just let this girl try to deal with her baby father and try to, you know, hammer out whatever it is that they gonna decide on, and Girl, just worry about yourself, because people already got problems with Summer Walker on her own. Girl, just don't even think, just go on, just no. So that's what's happening over there. Future finally did have to admit that that's his child, that he got to pay this money. $3,000 was quite a bit less than I thought she was going to get. I thought she would at least get somewhere around 7 or 8. But they've never been together, never been a couple. And do those type of things also weigh in when judges are making their decisions? Some of my rock star lawyers out there, the real ones, please, thank you. You guys let me know. Does any of that matter? Or do they just strictly think about the fact that he has X amount of money, X amount of kids, and kind of divvy it up between the, you know, the ones that are getting child support, because I'm sure Sierra's not getting child support from him. But anyway, y'all let me know. But anyway, that's what's happening with Summer and Eliza Reign, okay? She said, girl, mind your business. Mind your business. All right, you guys, so there's audio of BowWow getting into an altercation with his girlfriend, his then girlfriend, Kiyomi. You know, that is the girl that was on the last installment of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Remember, that storyline kind of got cut short because of coronavirus, so they didn't get to finish up. But anyway, Kiyomi is the ex-girlfriend of BowWow, who he had gotten into the big fight at the hotel out here, and by the time police got there, they was both all scratched up, and they had got arrested and all that. You guys remember that story. Well, now there has been an audio that has leaked where actually you can hear them talking about him hitting her in the stomach while she was pregnant. When I listened to the audio, it basically is him and her and maybe 2 other people in a hotel room. BowWow sounds like he is fucking loaded. I'm not sure if he's high. He's not drunk, but he's hyped up. So I kind of feel like he is on drugs, and he will not let the girl leave. They've obviously had some sort of fight or argument, and he won't let her leave. You know, the other 2 people that are in there, they comment on the fact that he did hit her in the stomach. You know, even she says, you said you promised me that you wouldn't hit me again, and now you going and do this. And she's just like, just let me leave. And he was like, you're not going nowhere. You know, like, you guys can go, but you know what? You're not getting out of here. Okay, we're going to sit here and we're going to be looking at each other, but you're not leaving. So he's kind of really just kind of holding her captive in the hotel room. And the audio is weird though, because the audio kind of like sounds like it's spliced and broken up and put together, or there's parts of it where it's louder than the other parts. So I'm not 100% clear if if the audio has been altered. You guys listen to the audio and tell me what you think. But it still is said in the audio that he hit her in the stomach, and that there were witnesses there that that saw it. And not surprising though, BowWow ain't been wrapped too tight for a while either, you know, and I feel like he kind of has little man's complex, and you know, he's got issues himself, and he says and does stupid things too. So it's not super surprising, especially when we saw the video. Remember, we were just going by what people were saying, but then they released a video of the security cameras in the elevator when they was fighting on the day when they got arrested, and he's all up in her face, and he's throwing her keys and shit, and he all blocking her face, and she's just kind of standing there, kind of standing back, and he's just going off. So it's not far off to think that, you know, he punched her in her stomach. She's pregnant. That's unfortunate, because you can kill the baby. I mean, you could kill the mother and the baby by doing something like that. I mean, she could start hemorrhaging. I mean, shit could go real left real fast. But like I said, in the audio, it sounds like he's high. He sounds like he's high. So, did you guys listen to it? Does the audio sound strange to you guys though? Y'all let me know. All right, you guys, congratulations are in order for a couple of people. First story will be Teyana Taylor and her husband Iman Shumpert and their little baby. Oh Lord, what's the baby girl name? What the child name is? Junie. They have welcomed in a brand new bouncing baby girl. Actually, the day after her baby shower. I think her baby shower was last Saturday, or it was last weekend, somewhere along the Labor Day weekend, and she had the baby the very next day. And again, she had it at home. Remember, Erykah Badu was going to be the doula there that would help her, you know, assist in bringing the baby in. And from what I understand, Erykah Badu was definitely there to help bring the baby into the world. And yeah, now family of 3 is a family of 4. Okay, and Iman is gonna be there with all of them spicy women. Because you can tell that Junie, honey, she has very much the same personality as her mother. But you got to remember, she's a product of her mother and father, which are both very, you know, they're very flamboyant type characters anyway. So we already know that her little girl is going to be that way. And then now they have new baby girl. I don't know what her name is, but they seem to be happy. And I'm happy for them too. So congratulations to the happy couple. And then, you guys, we find out that Ashley and Michael Darby are also expecting a brand new baby. That's right, you guys. She said that her stomach is getting bigger and it's getting harder for her to conceal. So they went on and made the announcement right after we find out on the show that Michael supposedly is out there at the bars with the strippers and, you know, got a boyfriend and a wife and inviting everybody back to his hotel room. And I was like, y'all just gonna keep on believing that story ain't planted, okay? People are all like, oh no, she's just getting pregnant so that she can, you know, have her prenup, and when she gets, you know, have all these babies and then she can divorce him. I'm thinking to myself, like, don't you guys realize that he still got to fuck her to get her pregnant? Like, you don't think that he would know that that's what she was trying to do as well? Okay? Continue to have babies so that she can get more money from him. Like, you guys act like maybe Michael just don't know what the fuck is going on. He's a grown ass businessman. I'm sure he's clear if that's what Ashley was trying to do, you know, that he having more and more babies is just gonna cost him more and more money. But yeah, you guys, they got baby number 2 on the way. That little baby, I saw the picture that she posted, and he is the cutest little thing, and he is big. I was like, damn, this boy is walking already. Child, I mean, time went, but I gotta remember that they did postpone Real Housewives of Potomac. But yeah, you guys, they're having another little baby, and they're just moving on with their life, okay? And got y'all all up in arms. Y'all thinking that, you know, oh, Miss Ashley is just doing this, that. Child, that shit ain't real. That story on Real Housewives of Potomac ain't real. But whatever. Congratulations to the happy couple as well. All right, you guys, in the acting and television show world, they're saying that Fresh Prince, a reboot, has been approved by a network called Peacock. I'm not sure if that's an affiliate of NBC. Maybe it's a streaming service. Like, I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but you know how ABC has ABC Family. Maybe Peacock has something to do with NBC. But anyway, the reboot of Fresh Prince has been approved for 2 seasons already, okay? And Will Smith will be the executive producer of this reboot, but there's going to be a spin on it. You guys remember last year, at the beginning of last year, we talked about a trailer that was made by, you know, a up-and-coming, I mean, a director, a writer and director, this young guy who just decided to make this trailer, had an idea that he would put a dramatic spin on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay, the TV show, and that using the same storyline and premise of the comedy show, they would take that story and make it be a drama. So he did like a 4-minute trailer, and it was so good. I remember talking about it on top of the blogs and watching it. It was so good that it caught Will Smith's eye. He was so impressed by it that he immediately wanted to do this, okay? And so they pitched the idea to Peacock, and Peacock was like, 100%, that will work well. We will do this. So they've approved them for 2 seasons. And Will Smith is just saying how it's going to be really good to have this show with the storyline from the comedy into the drama with the climate of the world today. So you've got Fresh Prince, you know, Will coming from the streets of West Philly, going to Bel-Air, which is the name of the show, by the way. It's just going to be called Bel-Air. He's going to live with his aunt and uncle in Bel-Air, okay? You got Carlton, who is his cousin, who is a Republican, a Black Republican in today's day and age, okay? If they make him a Trump supporter, that would even be even crazier. But also thinking of Hillary and, you know, the facetiousness of her character back then and bringing her into today's time with social media and Instagram and Facebook and all of these things where she could promote herself and all that. Like, there's so many ways that they could just really bring this home and make it a strong show. When I originally heard about the reboot, I was just like, I'm so fucking sick of people trying to reboot all these shows. Like, no, I don't want to see a remake of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But now that I realize that it's a drama and that they've done this spin on it, yeah, I'm here for that. I just didn't want to see somebody trying to replay the whole comedy show of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air just with younger, new actors and actresses now. Like, I don't want to see that. So that's why when I hear about all these different reboots, I just be like, no. But I don't really like remakes of movies. I don't like remakes of songs. Like, I just feel like those things, especially when they're classics like that they should just be left alone. There's way more than enough of people out there who are talented, who have new ideas and new material that they can bring out there. So why are we just continuing to try to bring out shit from the 90s and redo it over and over and over again? Like, that shit gets on my nerves. So that's kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, I'm here for this Bel-Air show. Okay. And like I said, Will Smith, he will be working with the guy, the original guy that put the trailer out. I think his name is Morgan Cooper. He is signed on with the project as well. I'm not sure in what capacity that he will be working, but yeah, it's happening for him. So good. Very, very good, because the trailer was great. Have you guys seen it? It is definitely on YouTube. It's called Bel-Air. Y'all go and check it out. But it's coming to Peacock sometime soon. And speaking of reboots, you guys, so The Golden Girls, you guys, that is my show. I watch it on Hallmark Channel every night. Every night I turn to it at 11 o'clock and I watch it till I fall asleep. It is definitely one of those classics that remains relevant even to this day, even though I am looking at old white women in Miami at a beach, you know, living near the beach, like live their lives. There's so many times that you can relate to what they're saying there. And I just really enjoy the show. And I think a lot of people feel the same way about Golden Girls. It's just one of those shows that's just timeless, right? The other day on social media, I saw that they had posted a picture of the Golden Girls, which would be Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia, and then the picture would change real quickly, and then suddenly it was Alfre Woodard, Tracy Ellis Ross, Regina King, and Sanaa Lathan. That was the other person. So I saw the video, and I just immediately thought that it was, you know how in the Shade Room sometimes they will just do like, what if this person looked this way, or what if there was a TV show that was like this, or what if there was this a song, or what if this person did this, that. So I just thought it was one of those situations where Shade Room was creating, saying like, what if we had these girls do this? Okay. Didn't pay it no attention, but evidently it was a real thing, or at least there was a Zoom table read for Black artists to, you know, come in and kind of do like a reboot on the Golden Girls. Okay. So then when I saw that, I was like, I don't want them to redo Golden Girls, because I just told you guys that I don't like when people redo classics. Like, I don't like that. So that's never something that I'm here for. And I have to finally see something and be like, oh, okay, well, that's okay. But yeah, I don't. And I had never thought to even put Sanaa, Regina, Alfre, and Tracy together. But evidently they had a Zoom table read. And it's just a situation where, you know, thanks to my girl Saycone, okay, she tells me that there are a lot of Zoom table reads where people get together, actors, script writers and whatever, they get together and they do these table reads just so that they can test out the script and see if it works, I imagine. And evidently, this is not a project that they are going to bring to fruition. It was just simply a table read. I don't really understand why they're having table reads. Like, I still don't get the idea of doing a table read for a project that they have no intention of bringing to life. So I guess you would have to really be in the industry to really understand why that happens. But they made the table read of Golden Girls with these 4 actresses that I just named available for everybody to log in and watch. And from what I understand, it was really good. You know, those are all phenomenal actresses in their own right. So, of course, they'll be able to handle the material well. But yeah, I guess as of now, there is no intentions for that show to really happen. I guess there's just table reads, you guys. I gotta still find out, because I asked her some more questions and I haven't been able to go back and look and see if she was able to answer them yet. Y'all saw the mess they made of Steel Magnolias, child. Yes, I don't know. And that is my movie. As of now, they're saying that it's not even going to be a real thing, y'all. Just a table read. All right, you guys. So this is the last little bit on this Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez incident, the shooting. So this week, according to TMZ, they're saying that Tory Lanez actually reached out to Meg Thee Stallion right after the shooting happened and apologized to her and said that he was just too drunk, you know, and that's why he shot at her. And I was like, child, you got that on text message? I hope he was just talking to her on the phone, because come on now, I done been plenty drunk, y'all. And I done been plenty pissed when I was drunk, but I ain't never had the desire to put a cap in somebody's ass. Like, no, where do you listen? Now, there's all types of drunks. You've got your dancing drunk, you got your crying drunk, you know, you got your analytical drunk, you know, you got your jailhouse talk drunk, and then you've got your drunk that obviously carries a pistol and is ready to, you know, blast a flat jammy on that ass. But I was just like, if drinking makes you want to shoot somebody, then that is definitely an activity that you do not need to partake in. And the fact that he even admitted that, I was just like, child. Has anybody even seen Tory Lanez since all this stuff happened? I know he's trying to keep the lowest profile ever. He eventually is going to have to resurface if he wants to be able to live his life. But, yeah, just too drunk, huh? Put the bottle down if that's how you going to be. After 20 years of watching the Witches of Calabasas give it to you, they're saying that Keeping Up with the Kardashians is going to be bringing it to a close. Yeah, not 20 years, you guys, 20 seasons, because, you know, they'll have a couple of seasons in a year, sometimes 3 seasons, it feels like, in 1 year. So that's why it seems like it's been on forever. I mean, it has been on for a long time, but it hasn't quite been 20 years for the show. But yeah, they're saying that it is going to be a wrap. And you know what? Fine. They probably could have wrapped this up a long time ago, but evidently there were still people that was really watching the show. I mean, they have buku fans. So why cut off something that you was making plenty money from, you know, if people are still watching? So I guess that's what they were deciding. But, you know, in these last few years, that family has been through a lot. I mean, we done seen fights, and we done seen mental breakdowns, and folks get robbed, and breakups, and cheating scandals, and all of that happened. And maybe it's just time to bring it on to a close, especially with, if they're trying to keep some privacy with the issues going on with Kanye West. You know, you don't need to be on no TV show. What the child name? Courtney said that she wasn't going to be back on the show, even though I feel like she's probably going to be on for this last season, since it's the last hurrah. But Courtney has been over it for some years. Chloe wants to be able to be with her man in peace without you guys trying to figure out if they back together or not. I don't even think Chloe and him ever really broke up like that. Okay. That she just put Jordan, whatever the last name is of that child, put her through all of that just to still be with the man. Okay, girl, if you was gonna stay with him, then let the nigga cheat in peace. So I think that she would like to be able to live her life with her man and her, you know, child. And Kylie definitely doesn't need the money. She's, you know, damn near a billionaire, if she's not already a billionaire, and she has her life. So everybody is just kind of ready to move on, and I'm perfectly fine with it, child. I don't care one way or the other. I ain't watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians in 100 years. So, but they're saying that show being such the main moneymaker for the E! Channel, And, you know, now the future of the E channel is, you know, a little bleak, because that's a big money maker that's going to be leaving. I said, child, we just got Nene over there. What the fuck y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna cancel out the whole network and Nene just got her damn show over there? Y'all know they didn't put her off Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did Nene get her social media back up? Is she back on Instagram? Let me check and see real fast. No, it don't look like she's back on. I don't see no blue checks. It's a whole bunch of Nene pages, but I don't see no blue checks. So it don't look like she brought her social media back live. And child, now we hear this. I don't hope that, you know, the E channel goes away, because Nene need her coins just like everybody else. So I'm hoping that works out for them. But yeah, you guys, are you sad that you won't be able to look at the Witches of Calabasas any longer? I'm sure we'll see them all over the fucking place still. So don't you worry too much about that. And lastly, you guys, I hate to end this on a sadder note, but they're saying that Porsha and Dennis have decided to call it quits. Okay, they said that they quietly unfollowed each other back in the middle of August from Instagram. You guys already know that that's a telling sign that folks aren't together when they get to unfollowing people. I still am surprised on how you guys know when somebody is following and not following. I mean, you can tell when somebody is following you or not following you, but how do you know the day that a person unfollow somebody? I mean, are you just checking every day to see what these people are doing? If you are, I'm gonna need you to get some business, child. You need something else to do with your life. Just going and checking to see who's unfollowing who. But anyway, yeah, supposedly August 10th, I think they said, was the day that they unfollowed each other. No big announcement, you know, no cheating scandal that we know of. We know that Porsha Luther King has been out there fighting the good fight, trying to get Breonna Taylor's murderers brought to justice. And we know that they're focusing more on her activism on Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. So I guess they have maybe decided to not even be trying to concentrate too much on her private life and her relationship with the superintendent. So they're saying that it is a wrap on that. Like I said, it hasn't been confirmed. I don't think anybody has said anything, made any announcements or anything, but Porsha is one of the only people that I follow. I think I still follow her, because I think I pretty much unfollowed everybody. I was tired of looking at them, except for Candy. But if I do still follow her, from what I can remember, I don't even think that I see her ever post anything about him any longer. So, and it's fine, you guys. I said it was a sadder note, but maybe it's not, because maybe they didn't really know each other. They hurried up and got in a relationship, had this baby. Dennis was out there doing what the fuck Dennis wanted to do with a whole bunch of different women. And, you know, Porsha was getting caught up in it. And I was like, girl, you got your baby. And, you know, I would have loved to see it work out for them, because she seemed like she was really trying, but he was just over it. So, I mean, if it is broke up, then it's no surprise to me. Porsha is a beautiful woman, and I'm sure there are plenty of suitors out there who will take her up as soon as they can scoop her up. So she's gonna be all right. I'm sure the superintendent will be all right too, you guys. There's plenty of women out here in Atlanta that will like his type as well. So it's all good, you guys. Sometimes we just outgrow and we move on, and maybe that's what's happened here. So all right, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here. I have been out here for 2 hours. I'm gonna go in here and edit all my videos up, and then get them up and out to you guys. Okay, we do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back.